Ryan Garcia announces his potential return against Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition. That's a possible option for him. Obviously, Ryan Garcia's been suspended for a year and he won't be able to fight until around May. So he's got some time to think about his options, but he was on Instagram Live talking about his options, and among the names that he listed, he said he wants the Tank Davis fight back, he wants to fight Terrence Crawford, and he wants to fight Devin Haney again. I don't think he gets the Terrence Crawford fight, but he's definitely stirring up the pot, making things interesting, calling out the big names in the sport of boxing. Obviously, people are going to say he has unfinished business with Devin Haney, and as much as I like Devin Haney as a fighter, I think he's a special talent when it comes to the sport. I still think that he's a great boxer, he has a great jab, and he also manages the distance pretty well. But against Ryan Garcia, a kid that was just as young as him, maybe more talented and gifted with power, we saw what happened. And I think you guys can make all the conclusions that you want about the steroids and about PEDs, but at the end of the day, for Devin, it's important that he gets that fight back, because if he wants to be considered one of the best fighters in the world, I understand that he doesn't have to prove anything to a cheater. I understand that perspective, but at the end of the day, like, the boxing world, everybody knows that we're not going to forget about that. We're always going to remember that unless he avenges it inside the ring, and that's always going to be something, like unfinished business, like I said. But Ryan Garcia obviously making it clear that he wants that Tank rematch, and I think that Tank rematch is the biggest fight for Ryan Garcia in the sport of boxing right now. I don't think there's a bigger name for him to be in the ring with except for Tank Davis. Now, you guys already know that the issue that I have with that fight is the weight. I don't know how they figure that out. I don't know how Tank's team would allow him to fight anywhere past 140. It just doesn't seem like something that his team would do. I know that we all like to say that Tank is the shot caller at the end of the day, which he is on paper, but you guys got to remember, he has all these ears telling him what to do, if this is a good idea, if this is a bad idea. If I had to take a wild guess, I'm thinking that Tank's team doesn't think it's a good idea to fight Ryan Garcia at a higher weight than 140, a weight class where Ryan Garcia said himself he can't even make 140 in his opinion. I don't believe that. I don't buy that. I think Ryan Garcia, maybe it wouldn't be healthy for him, but all these fighters, they have the ability to make the weight. If they've done it before, they could do it again, and I think that Ryan Garcia just simply doesn't want to, and he's kind of putting on this new wave for the sport of boxing where it's like, who cares about collecting all the belts at one weight class anymore? If I can make a big fight happen, I'm going to do it regardless of the weight. If I got to go up, I got to go down, fight at a catch weight, make up my own weight class, I'm going to do that. That's kind of what Ryan Garcia has done. He's kind of transcended the sport the same way Steph Curry kind of took the fundamentals away from the sport of basketball and went straight to the three-point line and changed and transcended the game of basketball. In that way, Steph Curry, has also made a great impact on the sport and has changed it and changed the game in his favor. In the same way, Ryan Garcia, maybe he's not the most fundamental boxer in the world, but that one punch that he has is so, powerful that it can take him to new heights every single time. He just beat Devin Haney, one of the best boxers that we've had in the past decade when it comes to prospects and when it comes to those undefeated champions who are defensively sound, and he has a great jab, one of the best jabs in the sport of boxing. Still, all that being said, Ryan Garcia was able to overcome that, and I think Devin just got timed by that Ryan Garcia left hook. It's just a special punch. Ryan Garcia, like any other fighter, every fighter has a strength. It's like saying, when people say Ryan Garcia just has a left hook, it's like how people say Tank just has power. Yeah, but it gets them to that point. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because you have a weapon that's so much stronger than anybody else's doesn't mean you're a one-dimensional fighter. Because Ryan Garcia, he may just have a left hook, but he could throw it to the head, he could throw it to the body, and it's faster than everybody else's left hook. That's what makes him different. If he only had a left hook, there's no way you get to a Tank fight. There's no way you stop. You heard a guy like Devin Haney get close to stopping him if you're just one-dimensional. So I think people need to get that twisted idea that Ryan Garcia is just he's an Instagram fighter, he's an influencer. That all has to go out the window, because after seeing what he did to Devin, PEDs or not, Devin got timed, and it's just the way it is. It would be different if I saw Ryan Garcia, just landing shots, not even trying, but he was definitely trying in there, and Devin Haney just had no answer for it at all. You know, it's not like Ryan was so ripped, he was so huge that Devin Haney couldn't get out of the way of the left hook. I'm saying, you know, a billionth of a gram, that's what made the difference in Ryan Garcia's left hook. The left hook was, you know, like that before the Devin Haney fight. So how can people really say that? And I know it sounds like I'm defending Ryan Garcia. I don't defend cheating in the sport of boxing, but you got to imagine if some people are getting caught, some people are doing it and getting away with it. And the same way, you know, I think about supplements, and I'm not trying to say supplements are as bad as steroids and that, you know, supplements should be banned, but a lot of fighters have access to certain supplements that other fighters with less money don't have access to. So isn't that an unfair and uneven playing field as well? So there's a lot that comes into the sport of boxing that a lot of people don't talk about, but I'm really excited to see Ryan Garcia back in the ring. I think that, you know, boxing, like Ryan Garcia talked about in his live stream, is in a place where it's like, if Tank's not fighting, if Ryan Garcia's not fighting, then a lot of people don't really care. And I think part of that is true. You still have the Terrence Crawfords, the Inuis, the Canelo Alvarez's of the world, the David Benavidez. Those guys, they're always going to have a piece of, you know, the boxing purists. We're all going to watch those guys, but when it comes to, you know, the casual fans and kind of transcending the sport and crossing over that fan base, I understand what Ryan Garcia is saying. Like, no one's getting people excited about the sport the way that Tank and Ryan do, from a younger generation's perspective, and just from, you know, a different community altogether. They all like watching Ryan Garcia. They like the trash talk that, you know, he brings to the sport. He does act crazy, and a lot of people are gonna say, you know, he's not acting when he's crazy, but at the end of the day, this kid knows how to sell. Like, there's no doubt about the fact that he's entertaining. Then why do people keep coming to watch him? Because, you know, at the end of the day, boxing's about entertainment. People only know when Ryan Garcia is fighting. They only know when Tank's fighting. If you're not a boxing fan, you still know who Ryan Garcia and Tank are. But besides those two, you know, people don't really know. Maybe Canelo, but other than that, Ryan Garcia and Tank are the biggest names in the sport right now. And that's just the way it is. I'm not saying that they're going to go down as the best fighters ever to walk this face of the earth, but right now in this moment, these guys are carrying boxing on their back, and there's no doubt about it. You know, they had Riyadh season, and not to say that wasn't exciting. I enjoyed the hell out of that event, but it's not, they put a lot of big card, you know, they put a lot on that card to put it together, and at the same time, it still didn't do 1.2 million like Tank and Ryan did on themselves. You know, Crawford and Madrimov couldn't do it, having all those, you know, the great undercard fights, Valenzuela and Cruz, Gerald Miller, Andy Cruz, Andy Ruiz, you know, they still couldn't even get close to what Ryan Garcia and Tank did in one night. Like, it's crazy, but that's just the, you know, where the boxing world is right now. That's where the state of the sport is, and I'm still excited to see, you know, all these other fights. Like, we got Canelo and Berlanga, still, you know, down to watch it and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I want to see Tank back in there. I want to see Ryan back in there, because these guys get the pot stirring for the boxing community and for people that don't even watch boxing. So I'm all about, you know, enhancing the sport of boxing and making it grow. So, you know, excited to see what Ryan Garcia does next. Let me know in the comments what you guys think he should do. Should he fight Rayo? Should he get that Tank rematch? I would like to see the Devin rematch, but I don't think it's a good idea for Devin. But at the end of the day, I would like to see that fight at some point, maybe not in their return fights, but maybe after one fight back, Devin Haney and Ryan could get it, you know, get it popping. That'd be cool. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next Nabs boxing video. Peace. That's going to do it for another Nabs Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.